swallow water while standing on your head? You'll find out as one of these three contestants wins the chance to drive home in this brand new Pontiac Fiero GT in just a split second. And now, here's the star of our show, Monty Hall. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and welcome to Split Second. You're going to have a lot of fun today. Incidentally, in answer to our teaser at the beginning of the show, can you swallow water while standing on your head? The answer is yes, believe it or not. Although it's a heck of a way to get rid of hiccups, I must say. We're going to start off our show with three brand new contestants today, since we had another winner on yesterday's program. So, Sandy, tell us about these three people.
Well, Monty, first we have an editor of books who hopes soon to be driving a new car instead of the subway, Lauren, no relation, Hall. And next, the newspaper editor who loves all sports and excels at none, Owen Toll. And on your right is a secretary who keeps looking for exciting things to happen to her. Meet Sandra Brake.
Well, Sandra, maybe exciting things will happen to you today. But first of all, let's meet Lauren and find out something about her. Now, Lauren, did he say that you were an editor,
Yes.
a book editor?
Children's books.
Children's books.
Yes.
Are children's books getting better, more sophisticated for children all the time?
The ones I work on, yeah.
Very good. Where do you come from, Lauren?
I come from Providence, Rhode Island.
Well, maybe Providence will be with you today.
Thank you.
That's a little play on words, friends. It's not that important. Owen, did I hear some editor in your background, too?
Yes, Monty, I'm a newspaper editor.
Uh-huh. And I guess that's a completely different line of work, editing newspapers, editing books.
Much more so. I work much more on a deadline. Things have to be done every day.
Are the writers today any better at spelling than they were years ago? I understand they've been having terrible problems correcting spelling.
They are absolutely atrocious.
Isn't that amazing? Good writers, but they don't know how to spell.
Can't spell.
Maybe the kids better go back to the 3 R's again in school. Where are you from, Owen?
Medina, New York.
Medina, New York. So we've got Providence and Medina. And Sandra, where are you from?
I'm from Toronto.
Toronto, Canada. We'll find out more about you, Sandra, when we get into our second round. These three people, representing three different areas, are competing on Split Second today to get a chance to win a beautiful new automobile and get money in the process, too. Now, the way we play Split Second is that each one of our questions has three answers, and all we require from you is one answer. One part of the answer is all that's required in the first two rounds. Now, when you do, all three of you answer a question correctly, you get $10 apiece. If two of you answer, you get $25. If only one of you comes up with an answer, it's worth $50 to that person. You buzz in as soon as you see the questions, but not till then. Are you ready? Here we go. Movies have had a number of acting families like the Marx Brothers in the past and the Redgraves today. Here are three pairs of acting brothers. I'll give you their first names. You give me their famous last name. Look at the screen. There's James and Stacy, and Randy and Dennis, and Bo and Jeff, and Lauren's first.
Bo and Jeff Bridges.
Joe and Bo and Jeff. Very nice guys, too, I must say. And a nice daddy and mommy, too. I know them quite well. Sandra?
James and Stacy Keach.
That's right. And Randy and Dennis, Owen?
I have no idea.
That's the Quaid brothers. Wow. The Quaid brothers, and I'm going to have them after the show to meet you so that you can get to know them a little better. The two girls score and get $25 each. Now we'll turn to sports. Owen, since you love sports, you should have an edge on the girls here. In the National Football League, if a ball hits the out-of-bounds line, it's considered out of play. Now, if the ball in the following sports hits the out-of-bounds line, is it in play or out of play? Look at the screen. Basketball, baseball, and tennis. It hits the line. Owen?
Baseball, it's in play.
It's in play. It's a fair ball if it hits the line. Sandra?
Tennis, it's in play.
If it hits the tape or the line in tennis, it's in play. Basketball, Lauren?
In play.
No, in basketball, it's out of play. Now, that's a very interesting thing, that in some sports, if you hit the line, it's good. If some sports hit the line, it's no good. They should get together on this. Don't you agree, Owen?
I agree.
All right. So we get a couple of right answers there, and we go on to music. Here are three foreign-born pop singers. In what country were they born? Look at the screen. Helen Reddy, Cleo Lane, Anne Murray. Where were they born, Lauren?
Anne Murray in Canada.
Correct. Sandra?
Helen Reddy, Germany.
Wrong. Owen?
Helen Reddy, Australia.
That's correct. And Cleo Lane was born in England. So we have Lauren and Owen scoring, and we have a three-way tie for first at this point. I could also add it's a three-way tie for second, it's a three-way tie for third, while I'm at it. A tanner is someone who works with leather, and a tinker works with pots and pans and occasionally a television network. Joke there. I could have said a Roscoe Tanner or the tanner who's coach of the Atlanta Braves, but we're not going to play on words. I'm going to give you a list of three craftsmen Pick one and tell me the product they deal with. Look at the screen. A Cooper, a Vintner, and a Glazier. Sandra?
I buzzed too soon. I don't know.
You buzzed in and you don't know.
No.
Okay, Owen, you have a nice chance.
A Cooper is a barrel maker.
Works with barrels, right. Lauren?
Vintner with wine.
That's right. Vintner with wine, Sandra, and a Glazier with glass. So Owen and Lauren, move ahead. The diminutive form of the feminine name Virginia is Ginny, right? I'll show you 3 other diminutive feminine names. You tell me the name the dictionary says it comes from. Look at the screen. Trudy, Greta, and Jenny. Lauren?
Jenny is Jennifer.
Easy one, wasn't it, Owen?
Trudy is Gertrude.
That's right. And Sandra?
Greta.
You'll never believe it, Greta. It comes from Margaret.
Oh, geez.
Margaret has many diminutives. Peggy is one, and Greta's another. I didn't know that either. I
know that
hasten to
either.
add. All right. Here's a very interesting question about geography and history. Several times throughout its history, the United States has purchased huge land masses from other countries. Here are 3 of these land masses the U.S. bought. Pick one and tell me what country it was bought from. Look at the screen. Now, you folks at home, you can remember back to 1803, can't you? Lauren?
Louisiana from France.
That's right. Owen?
Alaska from Russia.
That's correct. And Sandra?
Again, I don't know.
Well, the Virgin Islands were purchased from Denmark. Sort of a Danish delight. And now take a look at the score. We have Lauren and Owen at 125. We have Sandra at 50. All right. The Oscar is a show business award for the best in movies, the Emmy for the best in TV. What's the name for the following theatrical awards? Look at the screen. For the Broadway Theater, for recorded music, and for animals in film and TV. Owen?
For recorded music, it's a Grammy.
That is correct. Sandra?
Broadway theater.
Can you tell me, Lauren?
No.
You can't. Well, the Broadway Theater give out their Tony Awards every year, and the Animals is the Patsy Award. And Owen, you just snuck in a big $50 one there, and have a nice lead. Sherlock Holmes is the most popular fictional detective of all time, and many things are associated with him. Identify these 3 items with the great Sherlock Holmes. The musical instrument that he played, the hat that he wore, and the street he lived on. Owen?
The street that he lived on was Baker Street.
That's right. And
The
Lauren?
musical instrument was clarinet.
No, he didn't play the clarinet. Benny Goodman played the clarinet, but Sherlock Holmes didn't. Sandra?
Musical instrument. Saxophone.
No, he played the violin. He played the violin. He played it very well, too, because Dr. Watson always referred to it. And what did he wear? The hat was the deerstalker hat. Very famous for that. Do I see Owen sneaking away with another $50? And building up that lead? Any of the 3 of you a good cook? Lauren, are you a good cook? Not bad. Sandra, how about you?
So
Owen, you ever cook?
I make wonderful reservations.
Very good, Stanley. Well, we're going to talk food and wine right now. The wine Chianti originated in Italy. Burgundy originated in France. Here's a list of fine wines. Pick one and name its country of origin. Look at the screen. Sherry, champagne, and port. Owen?
Champagne is France.
That's right. Lauren?
Sherry is France.
No, it is not. Sandra?
Sherry is England.
No, sherry was Spain. And would you believe port comes from Portugal? Owen, another $50. The girls, you can't let him get away from you. At the end of the first round, Owen has 275, Lauren 125, and Sandra but 50. You're going to have to make a comeback in the next round where we double the stakes.
All new.
We're meeting our contestants. We've met the first 2. Sandra, we now say hello to you.
Hi.
At the beginning of the show, I believe Sandy referred to, well, he has Sandy here and Sandy there. Sandy referred to this Sandy as being a secretary. Is that
That's
right?
right. Yes.
What kind of work do you do? I mean, what kind of company do you work for?
It's a real estate mortgage brokers. I do mainly word processing, typing, filing, the usual, which is probably one of the reasons why I look for new and exciting things to do. Although I really enjoy my job, it's just lately I've tried new things that I've never really been brave enough to try before, like parasailing and whitewater rafting, and I, for some reason, want to jump out of an airplane with a parachute, of course.
Always better with a
Yes.
parachute. Nine
been
times out of
told.
10, it's better.
I've
let
been
me
told
tell you.
that.
Well, you're coming in for an exciting process right here because you're playing split second against two formidable opponents. And since you're trailing, let me tell you that in this round you can make a comeback because we double the stakes. This time, if all three of you answer part of the question, you get $20 each. Two of you answer part, it's $50, and if one of you gets it, it's $100. And inside of two questions, you could be right up there, Sandra. So let's take a look at the questions for the next round. Here we go. Remember that you're also playing for that advantage in the countdown round, because the one with the most money will have the advantage in that little bit of a horse race that concludes our show. Here we go with presidents, and it's the following. Francois Mitterrand, President of France. Ronald Reagan, President of the United States. I'll give you the names of three other presidents. You name their country. Look at the screen. There we have Miguel de la Madrid Hurtado, Peter Bota, and Hafez el-Assad. Owen?
Hurtado is Spain.
Hurtado is not Spain. I'm sorry. Lauren?
Bota is South Africa.
Bota is South Africa. Sandra?
Assad is India.
No, Assad was Syria, and the first one, Hurtado, was Mexico. And so we get Lauren picking up a big $100 for being the only one to score in that round. Over the years, Hollywood has brought a number of hit Broadway musicals to the screen. Here are three hit songs. Name the musicals that they came from. The song, The Impossible Dream, My Favorite Things, Some Enchanted Evening. Sandra?
My favorite things is The Sound of Music.
That is correct. Lauren?
The Impossible Dream, Mena La Mancha.
That's right. Owen?
Some Enchanted Evening, West Side Story.
No, it's the South Pacific. So the two girls gain on you there. And now I take a look and I see Lauren tied with Owen for first place. Now, you've all heard the expression, go to the devil. Not a nice expression, but in essence, would you be going to the devil if you went to the following? Yes or no? Would you be going to the devil if you went to Beelzebub, Mephistopheles, and Uriel? Owen?
Beelzebub, yes.
Beelzebub, yes. Lauren?
Mephistopheles, yes.
Yes for Mephistopheles. Uriel?
Uriel, no.
No, he's an archangel, and so we have everybody scoring in that round. We all know that you wear a vest over your chest, a Stetson on your head, and moccasins on your feet. My question is, on what part of your body would you wear these items? Look at the screen. Spats, Busby, putties. Lauren?
Spats on your feet.
Spats on your feet. Da-da-da-da. It sounds like a song, doesn't it? Owen?
Putties on your feet.
Yes, that's those World War I leggings. You know, I once did a guest shot on a World War I type of show, an army show, and I wore those things. It took those guys longer to put them on. How they ever went into battle, I don't know. Sandra?
Busby on your head.
On your head, that's right. That's the head of the British Guardsmen. So all three of you score on that round. Elvis Presley had 17 songs that made it to number one on the charts. I'll give you the beginning of three of those number one hits. Pick one and complete its title. Look at the screen. Hard-headed, Are You Lonesome and Suspicious? Sandra?
Hard-headed woman.
Hard-headed woman is right. Owen?
Are You Lonesome Tonight?
Yes, I am, Owen. Lauren?
Suspicious woman.
Suspicious Minds, Lauren. So Owen and Sandra get $50 each, and let's take a look at the score. Owen in first place with $365, Lauren second with $315, Sandra coming up with $190. We all know that the initials IRS stand for Internal Revenue Service. Now, I want you to name the government agencies that the following initials stand for. Look at the screen. There they are, CIA, FBI, DEA. Sandra?
CIA, Central Intelligence Agency.
That is correct. Lauren?
FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation.
That's right. Owen?
DEA is Drug Enforcement Agency.
Boy, you're all very, very sharp. Let's take a trip to Europe. Tell me, in what Italian city would you be in if you were visiting these places? The Fountain of Trevi, La Scala Opera House, the Doge's Palace. Owen?
The Fountain of Trevi is Rome.
Yes. Lauren?
La Scala Opera House is Venice.
Wrong. Sandra?
La Scala Opera House, Paris.
No, Milan, and the Doge's Palace is in Venice. Owen picks up a valuable $100, puts him in a very big lead. You'll have to think on this one. You'll have to think. We'll give you an extra couple of seconds each one for this one. 10 movie stars have won 2 or more Oscars as the best actor or actress. I'll show you the initials of these three stars. You select one and name the star. So you have to get a couple of extra seconds. Look at G, C, J, F, and LR. And now that I give you a couple of extra seconds, Lauren.
Gary Cooper.
For
GC.
GC. Owen?
No idea.
You can't do it. Sandra, can you give me?
JF, Joan Fontaine.
No, that was a nice try, but it was Jane Fonda,
Oh,
and LR was
of course.
Louise Reiner, and Lauren picks up $100, and she's right behind Owen. Scientists tell us that a canine is a dog and a feline is a cat. What animals are scientists referring to in this list? Look at the screen. Bovine, simian, ursine. Lauren.
Bovine is a cow.
Correct. Owen.
Ursine is a sheep.
Wrong. Sandra.
Simian is an ape.
That is correct. Ursine was a bear. And now take a look at the score. And I think we have a tie for first place. Yes, we do. And a tie for first place means that in that exciting countdown run coming up, Lauren and Owen will start from the same position, and right behind them will be Sandra. We'll get to that exciting countdown round right after these messages.
My rabbit.
Promotional considerations by World Book Encyclopedia 2-volume dictionary, containing 2,400 pages, 3,000 illustrations, and more than 225,000 entries. And Kentucky Fried Chicken and buttermilk biscuits. You've got it right. Chicken done right. At Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
This is the countdown round, which determines who goes for the car. The questions are just as before, but with this little twist. This time when you buzz in, you can answer 1, 2, or all 3 parts of the question. Now, because you're tied, Lauren and Owen, for first place in the money department, you will each have 4 questions to answer. Sandra, you're just behind them with 5. So you see, you're never out of this game because it's a horse race right down to 0. Every time you get an answer correct, you will subtract 1 from your total. First to 0 will win. All right, here we go. Remember, you can answer all 3 parts once you buzz in. A number of the world's leaders changed their original names to the names we know them by best. Here are the original names of 3 past political leaders. Give me their world-famed names. And here they are: Yosef V. Jugashvili, Joseph Broz, V.I. Ulyanov. And Owen.
V.I. Ulyanov is Joseph Lenin.
I don't know if I can accept. He did get part of that answer, and so I'm going to have to rule out that part of the question. Joseph Lenin is incorrect. Lauren.
So I cannot answer that.
Do you want to correct him? If you can correct him, and I will accept it. Or you can go on to another one. You couldn't answer any of them. Sandra, can you do anything with those questions?
No.
Well, of course, Lenin was not Joseph. That was Joseph Stalin that you were talking about. And the others, the Jugashvili was Joseph Stalin, and Joseph Broz was Tito. No points for anybody in that round. Here are 3 books that feature a well-known fictional private eye. Name the detective. Look at the screen. Maltese Falcon, Hound of the Baskervilles, Murder on the Orient Express. Sandra?
Hound of the Baskervilles, Sherlock Holmes.
You may continue.
Murder on the Orient Express, Hercule Poirot.
That is right. Continue.
Maltese Falcon, Sam Spade.
Yes, that's right. And you got all 3 of them. Now take a look at what we have here. The lady who was last in the money department and last going into this horse race now only needs 2 to win. Owen and Lauren need 4. Here are 3 countries once ruled by foreign powers. Tell me the major power they won their independence from. Look at the screen. Haiti, Brazil, and Kenya. Owen?
Brazil won its independence from Portugal.
That is right. Continue.
Haiti won its independence from England.
No, that is not right. Lauren?
Haiti from Spain?
No. And Sandra, can you do anything with those? They left it wide open for you.
Haiti from Australia.
No, that's not right. Haiti from France, Kenya from Great Britain. It's 4, 3, and 2. Sandra and Owen can go out on this next question. Here, 3 Humphrey Bogart's classic movies. Name his leading lady in each one of these movies. The leading lady in To Have and Have Not, Casablanca, The African Queen. Owen.
The African Queen was Kate Hepburn.
Kate Hepburn, you just got in under the wire. Continue.
Casablanca was...
that time you didn't beat it. Now, Sandra?
Casablanca, Ingrid Bergman.
You just need 1 more to win the game.
To Have and Have Not, Lauren Bacall.
You got yourself a win! Well, how do you like that? Here's a young lady who started off so slowly, couldn't score any points in the first round, couldn't score in the second, had to come from behind, and did come from behind to become the champion today. Oh, and thank you for playing a great game with us today, and you got $485. Lauren, you also picked up $485.
Thank you.
You were great contestants. How do you like that one? coming in slower. The turtle beat the rabbit, did they?
Very well.
Now, you come with me, Sandra, because in just a moment, Sandra and I are going to take a little walk around here to the back of the set where we find this beautiful automobile. Let's go and try and run.
You want a closer look, but the naked eye can only see.
Well, Sandra Brake, this is the car that you're going for, and we've been giving them away like hotcakes lately. Tell us about this, will you, Sandy Hoyt?
Well, it is the sporty Pontiac Fiero GT. It's equipped with all the Fiero standard features, like the fuel-injected V6 engine, cruise control, an AM/FM stereo cassette player, plus pop-off sunroof and air conditioning.
Well, I'm sure you'd like to have this car. And if you're as lucky as the people who've been here lately, you're going to guess right, because we have 5 split-second screens behind us. One of them has the word car written behind it. The others do not. You pick the right screen. You got yourself a brand new car.
Okay. Let's go for number 1 again.
Number 1 again, you say. All right. She peeks from behind number 1 again. She takes a look as we zoom in on number 1. And we turn it around, and it's not the car this time, but we'll say $1,000, which you will add to your winnings. You won $260 on today's show, but the $1,000 makes you a $1,260 winner. And, of course, you come back on our next show as the returning champion. If you should win on the next show, then you come up here. There will only be 4 screens to choose from. Your odds improve every day. So hope to see you back here. Sandra Brake, thank you for making that great comeback today and becoming our champion. We'll join Sandra again on our next program and hope that you will do the same thing and join us here on Split Second. Incidentally, did you pick the right car today? Where was it today? We're going to find out. It was behind number 4 again. So all of you people at home who get right, give yourself a new car as a gift. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye from Split Second.
Split Second is a Stephen Haydas Monty Hall production in association with Viacom.